Well, good morning. Good morning. This is Dr. Yonnette. So how did baby sleep last night? Did he or she sleep like a baby? And how did you sleep? Remember, we are working both on baby and you. But did you remember to read to baby before putting him or her to bed? Well, you know that Saturday is Read Time with Dr. Yonnette, and I want to share with you three books recommended by the CDC for baby. You know, the amazing thing is that you can download these books from the website, CDC's website, and have them available. And the books come in English and some of them are in Spanish as well. So you have a treat there. So, okay, you know that to help your baby develop appropriately, you need to play with a baby, you need to talk to, sing to, and of course, read to baby, right? Yes, right. So, book number one that I want to share with you this morning is called Baby's Busy Day. And this is for like 1 year olds. Written by Anne Harrell and Teresa Malwer writes the Spanish version of this book. Book number two is Where is Bear? And this book is written by Julia Cook and Lauren Jana. And the Spanish author for this book is Libby Martinez. And then book number three, Amazing Me, is for 3 year olds, written by Laura Jana again. And Laura is actually an MD, so she knows what she's talking about. And the co-author is Allison Valentine. The illustrator is Allison Valentine. And so today, as I always say, reading is fundamental. So today, let's get ready to read. I'm going to read a little older book. Last week, I read a book for younger ages. And so today, I'm going to read an older book. And this book is really about, your day. Getting up and having your day done. What does your day look like as a young toddler, or just about beginning that phase of becoming a toddler? And my son used to like to pull around this timer, this clock, and set the timer. I used hand over hand to help him to get to the correct time and pointed out the numbers as we go. This is a Tell the Time book illustrated by Emma Dodd. Okay, so let's go. Page number 1. The sun comes up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Rooster cries, cock-a-doodle-doo. At 8 o'clock, did you see that? There you go. Dog decides to get up and have his breakfast. At 10 o'clock, Dog goes outside to play in the mud with his friends, the pigs. Dog thinks it's time to go for a swim with the ducks. Splash. And as you read and turn the page, you want to set the time. This should be 12 o'clock. So you want to get the clock set to 12 o'clock so you're illustrating time as you go. At 3 o'clock, okay, we haven't read this one yet, so let's go back. At 12 o'clock, Dog runs to find Vicky, who is having a picnic. Dog plays ball, chases cat, and eats sandwiches. At 3 o'clock, let's find 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, it's time to visit Dog's best friend, Horse. So you set the time again here, and you make it show 3 o'clock. So you're teaching time to your baby, to your child, to your toddler. At 5 o'clock, Dog and Horse play together all afternoon. It's 5 o'clock, time to go home for dinner, says Horse. Dog hears Vicky calling. Goofy. 6 o'clock is supper time. This is fun. Lots of fun. Oops, did we miss a page there? Nope, it's supper time. This is fun. Lots of bubbles and puddles at bath time. 8 o'clock is dog's bedtime. Good night, dog. Let's do that final setting of the time. Good night, dog. The end. And you want to introduce your child to the cover of the book, spend some time talking about the pictures, having your child point out what's happening, even though he or she can't read those words yet. This is the dog. What is the dog doing? The dog is eating. What is the dog eating from? A bowl. What color is the bowl? A red bowl. He's eating from a red bowl. And you want to get to the end so the child knows there's the back of the book and the front of the book, and then the orientation as he turns the pages or she turns the pages. So this was the book TikTok Dog that I presented to you today. Now there are so many fabulous books that are available that have been written, and these days we are having so much more diversity in the books that are available. So I want you to make it a norm, make it an everyday practice 2 and 3 times a day to spend time reading to your baby, reading to your children. Reading is fundamental. You know, it really opens a world of imagination and places and understanding. I tell you, we read so much to our son, and I remember even reading to my niece Treasure, and she would just gobble up all that information. As I finished one book, she would say, "Read, Auntie, read, Auntie, read." And I would read book after book after book. Sometimes we'll sit and read for we'll read about 5 books in one sitting, and she would enjoy it. But going back to my son, he read so much. By the time he turned 3 years old, he was reading, and that has opened up so many opportunities for him. I mean, the level of comprehension that he has. When he was in 3rd grade, he was reading at 12th grade level. And not just reading and understanding what he is reading. So if you want to see your child succeed, make sure you introduce him or her, baby AJ, baby Mary, baby Jane, baby Dominic, baby Carl, baby Carlos, baby Angeline. Introduce them to books very early. Give them the opportunity to page through books, and give them opportunity to hear books being read to them. This is such an important thing for you to do in a child's development. Have books all over your house. If you want to neglect buying something for your child, neglect food and buy books. I mean, I know your child has to eat, but books are, I want to make the point that books are so important. And these days, you don't even have to buy books. There are so many book programs where children can get free books. And be a regular visitor to the library. Visit your library. Find books that are free that you can take home and keep for a while and read to your child. You know, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what books you are reading, what books your child loves to read and find fun. What's your child's favorite book? What's that one book that your child asks you to read over and over and over again? You know, that he brings to you every time you say it's time to read. And as I'm saying it's time to read, it makes me remember that we had a read time in our family. We had morning read time and we had night read time. And these were scheduled time when everybody, mommy, daddy, and baby, when baby got old enough and he became a toddler and he could sit with a book by himself, that was his read time. And he had to sit until that timer went off before he got up from reading and did another activity. So set a read time in your family, a time when everybody drops everything that they're doing and just read. And your kids, let your kids understand by doing the importance of having a read time, or the importance of reading and how it impacts your total development. This is Dr. Yonnette. Thank you for joining me this morning. Share with me the books that your children love, and let's connect and support each other as we raise the next generation of successful children. Have a great day.